Alright lads, David here, and today we're going to dive into some deep waters, talking about something called narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD for short. Now, before you switch off thinking this is all psychobabble, trust me, this is juicy stuff. We're going to unravel the mystery behind those folks who seem a bit too full of themselves, a bit too self-absorbed, a bit, well, narcissistic. You've probably heard the word narcissist thrown around like confetti at a wedding, but NP is a whole different beast. It's a proper mental health condition, diagnosed by the pros, not just a label for someone who loves their reflection a bit too much. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's clear something up. Diagnosing someone with NPD isn't as easy as ticking off a checklist. It's a complex condition with lots of layers, and only a qualified mental health professional can make a proper diagnosis. But there are some telltale signs, 9 to be exact, that can give you a good idea if someone might be dealing with NPD. Remember, these are just clues, not a definitive diagnosis. 9 key signs of NPD. 1. Grandiose self-importance. These folks think they're the bee's knees, constantly bragging about their achievements, real or imagined, and expecting special treatment. 2. Fantasies of unlimited success. They're always daydreaming about being rich, famous, or powerful, using these fantasies to mask their underlying insecurities. 3. Sense of superiority. They believe they're unique and special, only associating with people they deem worthy of their presence. 4. Need for excessive admiration. They crave constant praise and validation, fishing for compliments and reacting poorly to criticism. 5. Sense of entitlement. They think the rules don't apply to them, expecting special treatment and getting miffed when they don't get it. 6. Exploitative behaviour. They might take advantage of others for personal gain, often without even realising it. 7. Lack of empathy. They struggle to understand or care about other people's feelings. 8. Frequent envy. They're envious of others' success and often belittle their achievements. 9. Arrogance. They act superior and condescending towards others, often unaware of the impact of their behaviour. Deep dive into NPD. Let's break these down a bit further, shall we? Take that first sign, the grandiose self-importance. These folks aren't just confident, they're convinced they're God's gift to humanity. They might exaggerate their accomplishments, make up stories about their past, or simply expect everyone to bow down to their awesomeness. It's a bit like that mate who always has to one-up your story, but on steroids. Then there are the fantasies of unlimited success. These folks aren't just dreamers, they're living in a fantasy world where they're always the hero, always the winner. It's a way of coping with their deep-seated insecurities and low self-esteem, and that sense of entitlement. It's like they're walking around with a VIP pass to life, expecting everyone to cater to their every whim. They might cut in line, demand special favours, or throw a tantrum if they don't get their way. But perhaps the most damaging trait of NPD is the lack of empathy. These folks struggle to put themselves in other people's shoes, to understand their feelings and perspectives. It's like they're emotionally colourblind, unable to see the pain they cause others. Now, before we start labelling everyone we meet as a narcissist, it's important to remember that these are just signs. A true diagnosis of NPD requires a comprehensive evaluation by a mental health professional. But by understanding these traits, we can better recognise the signs of narcissism in ourselves and others, and hopefully find ways to build healthier, more fulfilling relationships.